Well, my name is Brando Benifei. I'm a member of European Parliament elected from Italy. I work especially on employment and social affairs, on foreign affairs in the Mediterranean, on various social issues regarding young people and disability, and also on the digital transformation of society. So I have a wide range of interests. I try to represent my citizens, all the Europeans. For the Treaty of Lisbon, we represent all the 500 million inhabitants of Europe, not just those who elected us. So I would say I'm a European social democrat as a general political culture. I think that we need a strong political debate and a confrontation of different ideas in Europe to advance together. We need to have a more democratic Europe than today, and I try to fight bearing these ideas, fight my political battles bearing these ideas in mind. Well, I have to say that Europe is at a crossroad, in my opinion, and we still haven't found a clear way, in the sense that Europe can regress towards dissolution in fake national sovereignties, because I don't think that on many topics each single member country of EU is able to take really sovereign decisions. It's able to be sovereign only if it brings its sovereignty together with the other member states, not on all topics, but on many topics. The many topics that today interlink different countries, different interests on a transnational dimension, from migration to security to economic development to climate change, etc. So we have to choose if we want to regress and have a future of decline, or if we want to get together, do more together as Europeans, and be able to project our voice and our interests in the world. But you can be there with different values and different priorities. For me, the priorities are social justice, are more cohesion, are a competitiveness that doesn't hinder human and social and labor rights. So there's no a single way to integrate further in the European Union. I'm in favor of more integration. I'm a European federalist, but I want a social federation. Well, in my opinion, EU is today a very complex and very difficult compromise that needs to be updated to be more ready for today's challenges. I give you a few examples. The European Commission is too plethoric. To have one commissioner, so European Commission is you can say the government of Europe with some limits, but it's the kind of government of the European Union. There are too many, and because every member state has to have one commissioner, we need a more focused, real government-oriented commission. And we need, for example, a European Parliament with stronger legislative powers. We need to decide, and there is a growing consensus on this, on crucial issues like taxation and foreign policy, to decide with the democratic majority, while today on these two topics the veto system prevails. Every single country can stop any decision on taxation or on foreign policy decisions. We need European Union to be able to be quicker. Today it's still a Europe of too little, too late, and this is the main problem. Well, at the moment it's very difficult to understand what will really happen. It's still a short time after the elections. There are three groups, we can say, the far right, the new kind of populism coming from the Five-Star Movement, and the traditional parties. We will need to understand how to reorganize the political system, how to find a solution. The country will need a government at some point, but this vote shows us clearly that we are not able to maintain support for a I would say a very tired status quo. We need to change politics at national level, but also, and it's strictly connected, at European level. We tried to do it recently, also to make, for example, on a democratic change in terms of the European elections. We proposed it. I'm a European federalist. We put them forward. the president of France, as we are doing the French question, supported it, Mr. Macron, but in the end it was refused because by the parliament, because at some point it was seen as too much as a political issue, politicized by the French president. Instead, this was more an issue about making the European elections more European. And I'm not scared, as some colleagues say, if we make the European elections more European, the campaign talking more about Europe and not just about national things, we are fueling support for the populists.